I'm going to talk about upcoming pattern. Let's look at weather warnings. There is no weather warning, so let's look at a pattern starting from June the 8th. So, 1004, 1008, when millibars the pressure. Let's go to next 24 hours, which is June the 12th. There is something. 1008, 1004, 1000 millibars the pressure. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. June the 13th. There is something. 1008, 1012, 1004 millibars the pressure. Let's go to zoom out to Southern Ontario later on. So let's go to 8 p.m. June the 14th. 1004, 1008 millibars, 1000 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next topic, which is June 15th. Say something. 1012, 1012 millibars, 1008 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next topic, which is there is no next topic. Let's look at total precipitation pattern. So Peterborough, Georgia, Babylon is ready. All the doses are gonna get bubbles. Gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 5 p.m. There is something. Oku, Hamilton, Java, Uxbridge, Cooper, Peterborough, Bravo, Georgia, Babylon is ready. All the Stoffel doses are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. Oku, Edmonton, Mississauga, Brampton, Toronto, Richmond, Market, Scarborough, Suffolk, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Cobourg, Peterborough, Belfast, Beverly Hills, Virginia, Betty, Niagara, on Lake Patrick. Doses are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 p.m. There is something. Ports of Scarborough, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond, Market. Scarborough, Stoffel, Oshawa, Uxbridge. Doses are gonna get some Peterborough. Doses are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 a.m. There is something. Port Elton, Hanover, Watertown. Collingwood, doses are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 a.m. There is something. Watertown, Port Elton, Hanover, Collingwood. Itland, Olala, Beverly Hills, Georgia, Scarborough, Stoffel, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Niagara on the Lake. Those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. For Niagara Falls, it is the heaviest 2.5. No, 0.20, no, 6.25 heaviest, like 0.25 millimeters. Let's go to 2 p.m. This something. So, Scarborough, Stoffel, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Cobourg, Peterborough, Bravo, Beverly Hills, Georgia, Olala, Hamilton, Niagara on the Lake Parkway. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters rain. For Niagara Falls City Heavy, it's going to be 605 times 2.5 millimeters. Actually, Heavy is going to be 12.5. So let's go to that's Niagara Falls City. Let's go to the next tower, which is 5 p.m. There is something. So Coburg, Belleville, Niagara on the Lake is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Niagara Falls City is gonna get some light is 0.25, heavy is gonna be 6.25 millimeters. So 8 p.m. there is nothing else, 11 p.m. there is nothing else, 8 a.m. there is nothing else, 11 a.m. there is nothing else, 2 p.m. there is something. So Oshawa, Uxbridge, Forces, Scarborough, Stoffel, Beverly Hills, Betty, Belleville, those is second Niagara Falls City Parts where it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, heaviest. There's no habeas. So Niagara on the Lake is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain from parts of Niagara on the Lake and Niagara Falls City. So let's go to the next tower, which is 5 p.m. So Oshawa, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Belleville, Beverly Hills, Georgia, those is going to get Niagara Falls City, parts of Niagara on the Lake, parts of it, those is parts of Scarborough. Doses are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. There is something. So line said 2.5 millimeters. So Uxbridge, Peterborough, those it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next hour, which is 11 p.m. There is something. Hoopsie, Boylton, Hanover, Warton, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach. Those it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Line says it's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Loading Sotheby. So the last gonna be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to the next tower, which is 8 and this something. Oopsie, Boylton, Hanover, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Sotheby, Midland. Georgia Baptist is going to get some 0.2.5 millimeters, line said. Parts of Scarborough, Oshawa, Belleville, those is Hamilton, those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Warton, super 5 millimeters of rainfall. So Lingwood gonna get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to the next tower, which is let's swap out 5 millimeters. So let's go to the next tower, which is 11 a.m. This something. So Honor, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Solid Bay, Milan. Dorset are going to get some 6.25 millimeters, including Sissaga, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge. So Niagara on the Lake, 0.25 millimeters. Hamilton Ogles join 2.5 millimeters out of the 2.5 millimeters, which is 2.5 millimeters, 6.25. Oshawa, Uxbridge is going to get some 6.25 millimeters. Coburg is going to be 6.25 millimeters. Peterborough is going to be 6.25 millimeters. Belfast 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Eastern Oco Lake is 6.25. Light is going to be 2.5 millimeters. Hopsay is going to get some. Hopsay Whiteton is going to get some 2.5 millimeters. Light is going to be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Collingwood's going to get some. So Collingwood's going to get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. 18.75. Very on the last done. So very on the last going to be 18.75. Georgia is going to be 12.5. Baptist is 12.5 millimeters. So onwards, 4,000 is going to be 2.5. Hanover is going to be already done. So it's 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 2 p.m. This something. So Niagara on the Lake is going to get some 6.25 millimeters. Niagara Falls City is going to be 2.5 millimeters. Hamilton Oco is going to get some 18 or 12.5 millimeters. Mississauga, Oakville, those Coburg is going to get some 18.75 millimeters. Downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, those are going to get some 12.5 millimeters. Peterborough is going to get some 12.5 millimeters. 18.75 millimeters in those cities like Mississauga, not Mississauga. So down Toronto, Richmond Hill, Scarborough, Stouffville, Peterborough, Oshawa, those cities. The Uxbridge, Babylon, Georgia, Betty, Alala is going to get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. So, but for Toronto, Richmond Hill, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Peterborough, those cities are going to get some 18, no, it's going to be 18.75 millimeters of rainfall. So, those cities. So, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Midland is going to be 6.25. For Torrent Beach, on the bay. However, those cities are going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Whitetown hopes it be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Belfast, 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is Brampton. It's going to be 18.75 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is 5 p.m. There is something. Niagara on the Lake is going to get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Niagara Falls City is going to get some 18.75 millimeters of rainfall. So that's 18.75. That's why some Niagara Falls City is going to get some 25 millimeters. That's heaviest. Light is going to be 18.75 millimeters. Niagara on the Lake is going to get some 18.75 millimeters. That's whatever. So Niagara Falls City is gonna get some 18.75. No, 18. No, it's gonna be 25 millimeters in Niagara Falls City. The heaviest gonna be 31 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to next city. So Sisaga's gonna get some fifth layer, which is fourth layer, fifth layer. Actually, it's gonna be 18, 25 millimeters of rainfall. So Brampton, down Toronto, Richmond Hills, parts of Scarborough is gonna get some 18.75 millimeters of rainfall. So Orangeville, Newmarket, Stouffville is gonna get some 12.5 millimeters. Backlash is going to be 6.25. Georgia is going to get some 2.5, including Betty, la la. Collingwood's going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Palm Beach, inland. Solid Bay is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Oshawa is going to get some 18.75 millimeters of rainfall. Oaks is going to get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. Peterborough is going to get some 18.75 millimeters of rainfall in Peterborough. So that's actually heavier. So it's going to be 25 millimeters. So that's 18.75 millimeters of rainfall. Peterborough. Coburg is going to get some 18.75. 37.5 millimeters of rainfall in Coburg. Balboa's going to get some. Balboa's going to get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Hanover. There is nothing for Hanover. So let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. So Niagara Falls City is going to get some. 6.20. So 80.75 millimeters is lightest. 31 millimeters is heaviest in Niagara Falls City. So Edmonton, Oako, Sissaga, Scarborough, Parkway is going to get some 0.6.25 millimeters rainfall. Scarborough is going to get some heavy is 625. The light is going to be 2.5 millimeters. Stouffville, Newmarket, Orange Hills is going to get some 0.25, including Georgina and Beverly Hills. Oshawa is going to get some 2.5 millimeters. Uxbridge is going to get some 0.25 millimeters. Coburg is going to get some 18.75 millimeters. Peterborough is going to get some 6.25 millimeters. Melbourne is going to get some 80.75 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to actually 12.5 is somewhere. So 12.5 is in Coburg, Melbourne. So let's go to the next tab. So correct Niagara on the Lake. So Niagara on the Lake is going to get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. That's the heaviest light is going to be 6.25 millimeters. Niagara Falls it is 80.75 light is the heaviest is going to be 31.25 millimeters. 31.2, 31.5 millimeters of rainfall heaviest in Niagara Falls City. So let's go to the next tab, which is 11 a.m. Niagara Falls City is going to get some 0.25 millimeters, including Bravo. So let's go to 8 a.m. There's nothing else. 11 a.m. There is something. Inland, Olala, those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 2 p.m. There is something. Olala, Inland, Uxbridge, those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Pattern Falls City. So let's go to 5 p.m. There is something. So Oshawa doses are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Niagara Falls City. So let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. So Oshawa, Belleville, doses are gonna get some Niagara Falls City. Doses are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower. Let's say 1:17 p.m. So Belleville's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the precipitation. So 8 p.m. So Collingwood, 0.3 millimeters, Warrington, 0.8 millimeters, Royalton, 6 millimeters, Holloway, 0.8 millimeters, everywhere now, watch 2 millimeters. Oshawa's gonna get some 1 millimeters of rainfall, 3 millimeters in Uxbridge. Scarborough's gonna get some 0.3 millimeters, Scarborough, that's lightest. Heavy is going to be 0.8 millimeters, Balbo 0.8 millimeters, Sasha is going to be already done, so Georgina is going to get some 1 millimeters of rainfall, Beverly is 0.6 millimeters, Alala is going to be 1 millimeters of rainfall, so Washington 0.8 millimeters of rainfall, Hamilton 0.3 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next number, which is 8 p.m. This is something, so Beverly is 0.7 millimeters, 0.8. Georgina is going to get some 0.3 millimeters, 0.4. Mary 0.3 millimeters. Edinburgh is going to get some 0.6 millimeters. Sasha is going to get some 0.8 millimeters. Heaviest light is going to be 0.36 millimeters. 3. Uxfish 1 millimeters. Beverly and Betty 0.4 millimeters of rainfall. Georgia is going to get some 0.5 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to Niagara Falls City. 0.7 heaviest light is going to be 0.3 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to License. It's going to get some 4 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next number, which is 8 p.m. June the 14th is something. March on 10 millimeters, Boyles and 9 millimeters, Hanover is going to be 10 millimeters. Sotheby 14 millimeters, Inla is going to get some 16, 7. So it's going to get some 18 millimeters of rainfall. Tennessee is going to get some 11 millimeters. Bambi is going to get some 10 or 14 millimeters. Hope is going to get some 6 millimeters. Line is going to get some 3 millimeters. Everywhere was 25 millimeters. Hamilton will go for 30 millimeters. Oko's going to get some 30 millimeters. 31. Branton 26 millimeters. Topher 23 degrees. Millimeters. Scarborough 26 Market. Orange World 80 millimeters. Hooksville 90 millimeters. Asha 25 millimeters, Peterborough 23 millimeters, Colbert 43 millimeters, Baba 27 millimeters, Georgia 23 millimeters, Bablas 30 millimeters, Patty's gonna get some, Patty's 38, 39 millimeters, Salada's gonna get some 42 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Collingwood, 38 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to the next number. Let's go to Oakwood. Maybe it's gonna be 30 millimeters. Actually, it's gonna get some 35 millimeters, 36 millimeters in Oakland. That's heavy as like 30 millimeters. So let's go to 114 towers, which is APF, June the 15th is a thing. Oshawa, 1 millimeter, Uxbridge, 1 millimeter, Speed Belvos, gonna be 0.7 millimeters. Oshawa, Uxbridge, axis 0.6 millimeters, 0.5. Orlando 0.8 millimeters, Sidla 0.8 millimeters, Collingwood, the dark velocity is gonna be 0.3 millimeters, dark velocity is gonna be 0.7 millimeters. Let's look at air temperature. Bobby's gonna be 0.4 millimeters. So let's look at air temperature patterns. So this snowfall, sleet, and freezing rain. So 3 p.m. there is something. So what 24 degrees, 490 degrees, Hanway 21 degrees, everywhere dark, fast 37.5 degrees, Hamilton, Oakland 35 degrees, Sasaka 38 degrees, Narada 38 degrees, Brad 22 degrees, Ophel 31 degrees, Scarborough 32. 31 degrees Newmarket, Orangewood, 30 degrees Hooksville, 28 degrees Sasha, 27 degrees Peterborough, 28 degrees Coburg, 31 degrees Bravo, 36 degrees Jordina, 36 degrees Mary, 36 degrees Beverly Hills, 38 degrees Alala, 36 degrees Last, 35. 24 degrees, Hope is going to be 21 degrees, License, 31 degrees, Bobby is going to get 31 degrees, 32. Solomon, 21 degrees, Sunday Beach, 60 degrees, so let's look at next tower, London. Let's go to 70 There is something. Brighton 80 degrees, World 80 degrees, otherwise 60 degrees. Everywhere there was 32.5 degrees, Hamilton, Hoko, 30 degrees, Hoko is going to be 21 degrees. Sasaki 21 degrees, Ratchet 24 degrees, Dover 23 degrees, Scarborough 22 degrees, 21 degrees, Newmarket also 23 degrees, Uxbridge 21 degrees, Sasha 80 degrees, Peterborough 20 degrees. Coburg 60 degrees, Marble 90 degrees, Georgia 32 degrees, Babylon 93 degrees, Ready 22 degrees, Alala 22 degrees, 32 degrees in Milan, Palm Beach, 21 degrees, on the beach, 21 degrees, on the beach, gonna get sun 20 degrees, Homes is gonna get sun 60 degrees, Lights is gonna be 50 degrees, so let's go to next. Calling was 22 degrees. So let's go to 3 p.m. So Warton 21 degrees, World is 17 degrees, Hardware 19 degrees, Collingwood 20 degrees, Palm Beach, Solid B 19 degrees, Sunny B is good, the second Sunday degrees, and the Solid B. 30 degrees, 50 degrees, 40 degrees. Everywhere the air was 36.5 degrees. Hamilton, Oakland, 25 degrees. Mississauga, 27 degrees. Brampton, 29 degrees. Oakland, 27 degrees. Scarborough, 26 degrees. Downtown, 27 degrees. Newmarket, Orange, 26 degrees. Oxford, 23 degrees. Ashford, 24 degrees. Meanwhile, 23 degrees. Goulburn, 22 degrees. Baltimore, 26 degrees. Georgia, 22 degrees. Eddie, 21 degrees. Beverly Hills, 22 degrees. Salala, 21 degrees. Villa, 20 degrees. Hope is at 90 degrees. Hope night side is going to be 90 degrees. So only night side. So night side hope is 90 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 70 days a day. White at 20 degrees. Royalton 40 degrees. Hanover 50 degrees. Collingwood 70 degrees. Palm Beach 60 degrees. Solomon 70 degrees. Sandy Beach 50 degrees. Inland's going to be 80 degrees. Georgia 90 degrees, Mary 70 degrees, Babylon is 18, 30.5 degrees, Honolulu 70 degrees, everywhere across 90 degrees. Hamilton, Oakland 80 degrees, Oakland 93 degrees, Brampton 90 degrees, Oakland 80 degrees, Scarborough 90 degrees, Downtown 90 degrees, Newmarket also 70 degrees, Oxford 70 degrees, Ashford 80 degrees, Meadowhall 60 degrees, Coburg 60 degrees, Baba 80 degrees. Hopefully, like I said, it's gonna get some 15, 14 degrees. So let's go to the next summer, which is 3 p.m. So, 23 degrees, Wales is 30 degrees, Hanover 31 degrees, Collingwood 33 degrees, Holmes is gonna be 20 degrees, 90 degrees, Lights is 90 degrees. Bobby is 21 degrees, Salome 21 degrees, Salome is going to be 70 degrees, and last going to get 24 degrees, and the last going to get 25 degrees, 24 degrees. So Benny's going to get some 26 degrees. Georginia's going to be 26 degrees, Babylon's 26 degrees, everywhere there was 25.5 degrees, Hamilton Oakland's 26 degrees, Oakland's going to be 26 degrees. Sasaka 25 degrees, down to 26 degrees, Brampton 29 degrees, Oakland 29 degrees, Scarborough 29 degrees, the market also 27 degrees, Oxford 26 degrees, Ashford 23 degrees, Peterborough 25 degrees, Goldberg 20 degrees, Balfour 24 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 70 days and thing. Port Alton, Ottawa 11 degrees, Whiteton 11 degrees, Langston, Obi, 11 degrees, Collingwood 30 degrees, Barbie 20 degrees, Sotheby 40 degrees, and last 43 degrees. Thunder Beach can be 12 degrees. Everywhere that was 1.5 degrees. Hamilton Oakland 30 degrees. Mississauga 90 degrees. Brampton 21 degrees. Downtown 20 degrees. Scarborough 90 degrees. 21 degrees. Tupelo 28 degrees. 80 degrees. Newmarket Orchard 60 degrees. Suxford 60 degrees. Sasha 80 degrees. Meadowhall 70 degrees. Coburg 60 degrees. Baba 90 degrees. Virginia 80 degrees. Babylon 60 degrees. Erie 70 degrees. 40 degrees. Honolulu 40 degrees. 50 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 3 p.m. this Sunday. Wartown 50 degrees, Boylston 12 degrees, Hardware 40 degrees, Hopesy 40 degrees, 30 degrees, Langston 40 degrees, everywhere Niagara Falls. Niagara Lakeside 16 degrees, Niagara Falls City 90 degrees, Hamilton's Oracle 60 degrees, so Mississauga 40 degrees, Bradford 40 degrees, Sofa 40 degrees, Scarborough 40 degrees, Downtown 40 degrees, Newmarket Orange 30 degrees, Oxford 30 degrees, Sasha 60 degrees, Meadowhall 50 degrees, Goulburn 60 degrees, Bramble 80 degrees, 30 degrees, Babylon 30 degrees, Ready 30 degrees, Honolulu 40 degrees, Solomon 40 degrees, Barbies 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 12 degrees. So let's go to 70. And it is a dig. So it is a dig. Oh, yeah, 10 here, 10 degrees. Whereas 9 degrees. Donovan 10, 9.5 degrees. Hope say 9 degrees. Oh, 9, 10 degrees. Hollywood 9 degrees. Bobby 10 degrees. 90 degrees, Solomon, 12 degrees, inland, 12 degrees, everywhere, Agua, 9.5 degrees, Hamilton, Oakville, 11 degrees, Mississauga, 11 degrees, Brampton, 11 degrees, Norfolk, 11 degrees, Scarborough, 11 degrees, Toronto, near Newmark, Orangeville, Toronto, Which Hills, 11 degrees, Newmark, Kate, Orangeville, 10 degrees, Hooksville, 10 degrees, South Shore, 10 degrees, Peterborough, 12 degrees, Coburg, 30 degrees, Belleville, 40 degrees, Georgia, 11 degrees, Memphis, 10 degrees, Manny, 10 degrees, la la la, 11 degrees. So let's go to next hour, which is 2 p.m. So, white time 40 degrees, Boylston 12 degrees, Underwear 30 degrees, Lingwood 12 degrees, Bobby 30 degrees, Solomon 12 degrees, Dunamese 11 degrees, 12 degrees, 11 degrees. So, in 40 degrees, Alala 50 degrees, Manny 50 degrees, Georgia 50 degrees, Memphis 40 degrees, so 50 degrees. Everywhere I have 60 degrees, Hamilton, Ogo 60 degrees. Sisaka 60 degrees, Raptor 60 degrees, Tofu 60 degrees, Scarborough 60 degrees, Toronto 60 degrees, Market Orange, Market Orange 50 degrees, Express 50 degrees, Asher 60 degrees, Peterborough 50 degrees, Goldberg 40 degrees, Bravo 70 degrees. Hope so it's gonna be 30 degrees, night so it's gonna be 30 degrees or less. This is the end of the video, so this is the end of the video.